The story begins with the hero Yuga and his loyal party standing outside the Demon Lord's ominous castle, hyping each other up for what they believe will be their final world-saving battle. As the castle gates creak open, countless sinister eyes glare at them from the darkness within. Stealing their resolve, the heroes march inside, only to be greeted by the Demon Lord's terrifying general, Yoki, who mocks them for daring to challenge someone far beyond their abilities. Their mage fires the first attack, but Yoki effortlessly dispels it. Their swordsman dashes forward, only to be dodged and kicked away like a toy. With desperation rising, Cecilia, the gentle support mage, casts an enhancement spell on Yuga, allowing him to unleash his ultimate ability, Excalibur. Yoki responds with a massive dark spell, their powers clashing violently, until Yoki finally overwhelms them, defeating the entire party alone. As Yuga collapses, he wonders if this is truly the end. But after they lose consciousness, something strange happens. Instead of killing them, Yoki quietly heals the entire party. While doing so, his eyes land on Cecilia, and he becomes oddly flustered by her beauty. Eventually, he drags the defeated heroes to the castle prison, where his subordinates ask if they should finish the heroes off. But Yoki panics, and when his subordinates mock him for staring at Cecilia, he becomes embarrassed and orders them to dump the heroes near a human village instead. Saying goodbye to Cecilia pains him, but he lets them go. A month passes. The Demon Lord summons Yoki and asks why the heroes keep returning after losing 13 times. Zakiel, the right-hand man, calls them pathetic for not learning their lesson. The Demon Lord then asks Yoki why he doesn't simply kill them. Yoki lies, claiming they don't deserve his attention, but deep down, he's terrified that someone else might kill Cecilia. When the Demon Lord offers to send other demons to eliminate the heroes, Yoki panics and insists on dealing with them personally. The Demon Lord smirks and agrees, while Yoki walks away worrying about the heroes' fate and what he should do as the Demon Lord prepares to conquer the world. The next day, the heroes return to challenge the castle. Yoki knocks away their swordsman and Yuga with ease, but when the assault mage Makana launches her spells, she surprises him with a hidden second wave that forces him to react at lightning speed. Even then, she can't break through his defense. Yoki blushes when he notices Cecilia healing her comrades, then laughs at the heroes for trying so hard when they stand no chance. Yuga tries Excalibur again, but Yoki survives without a scratch. When the heroes declare that they must defeat evil no matter what, Yoki casually points at Cecilia and says they can continue forward if they leave her behind. Yuga refuses, but Makana urges him to accept, pointing out Yoki can kill them at will. Cecilia then steps forward herself, offering to stay so the others can complete their mission. Reluctantly, the party agrees and promises to return for her. Once they leave, Cecilia demands to know why Yoki made her stay. Thinking he wants to fight, she prepares an attack, but Yoki immediately surrenders. Confused, she asks why he's introducing himself if he intends to kill her. Yoki reveals he never planned to hurt her. If he wanted to, he could have done it from the start. Cecilia finally relaxes and asks what he wants. Summoning all his courage, Yoki confesses that he fell in love with her at first sight. Cecilia is stunned and gently rejects him. The rejection hits Yoki so hard that he loses the will to live and tells her to just kill him. Shocked, Cecilia refuses, so he explains everything, how he's been imprisoned in the demon castle since birth, allowed outside only to destroy villages he never wanted to harm. He reveals he's actually a reincarnated human trapped in a demon's body. If he killed the Demon Lord, he would be forced to become the next Demon King and lead atrocities against humanity, so he stayed in his cell, hopeless, until he met her. Cecilia, moved by his honesty, tells him to keep living, not for the demons, not for the Demon Lord, but for himself. She promises to help him find a new life in the human world. Days later, the kingdom of Clariness celebrates its victory over the Demon Lord. Cecilia lives in the capital, so Yoki breaks off his demon horn and disguises himself as a human to enter the city. Meanwhile, Yuga celebrates like a hero, while Makana quietly feels ignored.
Yoki goes to the Adventurers Guild to start a new life and meets Clayman, a lazy receptionist who reluctantly gives him an F-rank adventurer card. Within a week, Yoki rises to D rank at an unbelievable pace, shocking the guild. When Clayman confronts him, a hooded girl enters and cancels all of Yoki's quests. It's Cecilia. She takes him to her home for tea, explaining his rapid rise is attracting dangerous political attention. She warns the nations are starting proxy wars, trying to recruit strong warriors. Even Yuga is receiving offers, including wealth and women. With Yoki being stronger than the hero, nations would fight to exploit his power. She begs him to quit the guild. Though hesitant, Yoki tells her he would reject even the most beautiful woman in the world because he only has eyes for her, making Cecilia laugh. Cecilia's mother, Celia, enters and tests Yoki with teasing questions about marriage proposals. Yoki is honest and respectful, passing her test. Celia approves of him visiting in the future. Yoki and Cecilia finally start addressing each other by their first names, and Yoki celebrates like an excited little kid. Later, Yoki goes on a quest and is suddenly attacked by his old demon subordinates, Duke, Seek, and Happiness, who are shocked to learn he left the castle because of a girl. When Yoki explains everything, they insist on following him, so he disguises them as humans. When Cecilia sees Yoki stripped the harpy girl of all her feathers to disguise her, she screams at Yoki while the demons laugh. At Cecilia's mansion, Celia treats the demons kindly, even letting Seek nap on her lap. Happiness gets mistaken for a new maid and ends up getting hired, much to everyone's shock. Before Yoki leaves, Celia whispers that Cecilia has a day off soon and encourages him to take her on a date. The next day, Yoki waits nervously until Cecilia arrives in a cute disguise, wearing glasses. They walk through the city together, visiting a bakery, admiring flowers, playing with a cat, and picking out a red dress. Cecilia feels relaxed and grateful, and Yoki feels proud for making her happy. At an accessory shop, Yuga and Makana appear in disguise. Yuga butts into their date, dragging Cecilia away, while Makana orders Yoki to woo Cecilia properly so she can get Yuga's attention. In the shop, Yoki buys Cecilia a necklace, but Yuga ruins the moment by forcing an expensive accessory on her and in front of everyone, removing her hat, revealing her identity. A crowd swarms Cecilia and drags her outside, leaving Yoki behind. While searching for Cecilia, Yoki helps Raven, the party's handsome swordsman, escape from fangirls. Raven is shy and insecure about his soft voice, but Yoki encourages him. Raven then asks if Yoki would be his friend, which Yoki accepts, before running off again to find Cecilia. Cecilia, meanwhile, finds a lost child and heals him. The boy's cries lead Yoki right to her. Together they search for his mother, though Cecilia sneezes despite the hot weather. Elsewhere, Yuga searches desperately for Cecilia, ignoring Makana's feelings until Makana walks away heartbroken. The next day, Yoki learns Cecilia collapsed from exhaustion and illness after yesterday's chaos. Celia blames Yuga for constantly forcing his way into Cecilia's life, and even had her maid Sophia throw him out of the house. Yoki is permitted to visit Cecilia's room, where she jokingly demands he take her on an even better date as compensation. Their sweet moment is interrupted when Sophia storms in and drags Yoki out for making her laugh too much. On his way home, Yoki meets Raven again, who reveals he plans to confess to a girl who complimented his voice. Yoki encourages him, before realizing too late that the girl Raven likes is Cecilia. Horrified, Yoki realizes he may have just helped his newest rival in love. And with that, episode 2 ends. So subscribe to see what happens next in this chaotic, hilarious, and romantic adventure.